Welcome to More Than Mindset, the only podcast that bridges the gap between spirituality and success. Go beyond the mind with clarity and confidence coach Kim Guillory and learn how to integrate your passion to serve with your skills and experience to create a business you love. Let's get started.
Hey, and welcome back to the More Than Mindset show. Today, I've got a short and powerful topic for you. I am going to be talking about certainty. I'm first going to tell you the definition, what certainty means or being certain means, and then I'm going to tell you how to attain it in your business, in your life, in your relationships. So buckle up. This is a powerful one. So first of all, the definition: a firm conviction that something is the case, the quality of being reliably true, a fact that is definitely true, or an event that is definitely going to take place. So here's my question for you. How would you like to be certain about success? Whatever area you want to put that on in your life is completely up to you. But specifically today, I'm going to talk about it in your business. So most of you who listen to the show are coaches, practitioners, massage therapists, and hypnotherapists who are wanting to get your business online to help more people, to create more impact, and to make more money. So how would you like to be certain about making more money, about helping more people, and about how creating a larger impact? Because I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So if certainty is coming from you, which it is, then what are you being certain about right now that's creating the results that you have right now? Isn't that an interesting question? So we already know, right? If you are certain that you're going to fail, that you're not going to succeed, that this is going to go on forever, right? The stories that you say, bad things that always happen to me, just my luck, it's just the way it is. That is certainty, my friend. Certainty is what you believe about the future. And here's the great news. You can change it. You can create the certainty that you want that is aligned with what you want to achieve or to succeed at, or whatever your goal is. So if you were certain, what could you be creating? What could you be making? What could you be doing right now if you were certain? Because I was certain that I learned through pain in the past, like what was creating the result that I was living in. I believed that when I was suffering, when I was hurting, when I was in physical pain, when I was in crises, that I would like get down on my knees and seek God, right? So that kind of thing. So it's like, I think there was probably a 30-year time period where I was stuck in the certainty that bad things happen to me, that it's just my luck. It's just the straw that I drew. It's just the way my life is going to be. If God wanted it to be different, it would be different. Like, I'm not kidding. That's literally how I was thinking. But now I am certain that we can change our life. I am certain that we can grow our financial security or our financial status, whatever our goals. I am certain that we can build the business that we want, that we can live the life that we want. I am certain that we can be a better role model for our children and grandchildren. I am so certain. I have it certain up here in my mind. I have it, the certainty here in my heart, and my soul feels very certain that I am the one who can pull this off. So much so that I hashtagged myself $1 Million Grammy, because I am going to teach my grandchildren how to surpass their parents, because that is my role, right? This is the legacy that I will live. Not because I believe $1 million is going to make them all that, or $1 million is going to buy a bunch of things, but because I know that we learn through history and experience. And so if I can teach my grandchildren that it's possible, and they saw me live it, and they saw a successful entrepreneur who figured it out on her own, who made it happen out here in rural Louisiana, I have done my job. I have left my legacy because I know that whatever upbringing, environment, surrounding, and conditioning happened at an early age is what we take into our future. Did you hear what I just said? I am certain about this, that I can show them a better example of reaching their human potential here in this material world. And that certainty is happening in real time. The certainty is within me. It's in my thoughts. But as you know, the name of the show is More Than Mindset. So it is more than our thoughts. It is more than our mindset. It is actually our action. What are you doing? What are you certain about? So certain that you're taking action from that certainty. Isn't that interesting, right? That we can completely change that. So it happens by believing and doing, right? That's how we create certainty. We predict it and then we become it. So certainty begins with choosing. What do you want? Choose it. Decide you can be it now. Just like the $1 million Grammy. That is the hashtag. Go check it out on Instagram. I've already put a few posts. I've already claimed it to my children, to my grandchildren, to my husband. I've already told my clients, like, this is it. It's happening. I have professed it on Clubhouse and Instagram, all of the places, because I am certain. I have planted that certainty within myself. And it doesn't stop there. Here's what so many people do. This is where the law of attraction gets tripped up, because people believe that they can just say it and then it will just come. But you have to believe it. And you have to believe it so much that you're willing to take action from that belief. But first, you have to decide. You have to determine what it is. You have to choose it. For myself, the certainty is I will reach millions of people with the message and the tools of personal empowerment and self-healing through an integrative approach. I will do this in my lifetime, and I will do it by training coaches, integrative mind-body coaches, how to do the work that I'm doing so that we can reach more people, create more impact, so that we can change the world. So I'm going to reach the millions, not by myself, but by bringing other people on board, bringing partners and other coaches who are doing this work so that we together can reach more people. I am certain about this. I am already doing this. Do you get my drift? Like, the certainty starts with the choosing. The second thing is you have to commit. Are you committed? Are you committed to it? Like, there's times I want to quit. This weekend was one of them. I have moments of doubt. That doubt is a very normal human thing. Totally fine. Doubt won't hurt you. Fear won't hurt you. Matter of fact, you can use doubt and fear as jet fuel. With action, it creates a different result. Got it? Just like last week, I talked about courage, and having fear and action creates courage. Well, certainty comes from choosing, committing, believing, taking action. So you first choose what you want. You commit to it. I committed to myself. I committed to my children, to my grandchildren, to my clients, to my teammates, my coaches, my partners. I am certain that this is going to happen, and I am taking the action towards it. So the next thing is cultivate. Cultivate is being in the energy of having it done already. So I'm certain it's going to happen. And I am so certain that I'm lining up the team. I've hired the people to help me. I've brought in the partners to help me. I am cultivating, and it is happening in real time. So after cultivate, it's continue. So you have to continue doing it every day, even when you have doubts, even when you have fears, even when you question it. I just start tapping. I'm feeling really afraid and doubtful right now, and it feels like crap. My body is shaking, it's pulsating. My nervous system is responding as in nervousness and anxiety. I'm feeling very doubtful. And in this moment, I recognize it. I release it, which is the next step, to cut away the disbelief and cut away the people around you who support the disbelief. I don't mean cut and throw people. I mean, cut away the conversation. If people around you don't believe, if they are not certain, and they make sly remarks or laugh at you or talk about you behind your back or just go silent because they don't really want to say what they think, right? You got to cut that away in the moment. And then you have to surround yourself by a culture and a community who can support your certainty. So I'm going to repeat the recipe. Choose what you want, commit to it and the people around you for accountability, cultivate as if it already happened, begin preparing the land, continue even when it feels scary and hard, when you feel doubtful, when you feel fearful, you continue anyway. You cut away at the disbelief and those supporting the disbelief, cut away the conversation and say, you know what, I'm not available to have that conversation. We can talk about something else, but not that. And then you surround yourself by the culture, a conscious-minded culture and community who gets you, who supports you, and who can be certain with you. I tell you, this would be short and powerful, and it was. So that is what I have for you this week: how to create certainty. What is certainty? How to hold on and drive certainty. Ride that baby, grab it by the horns, and ride life in your certainty. I'll give you a little takeaway that I do also. You might have like a ring or an anchor or something that you can touch, or maybe it's a certain part of your body, a reminder that you can touch, a little tapping on, so that can ground you in that certainty. I started on this and I was really moving my business online. I went to Sedona and I had a stone made and I said, I need the Joan of Arc energy. You know, Joan of Arc was like, I have a message from God and this is what I'm here for. And this is what I'm going to do. And I will die doing it. Right. She just like had that power. So I watched a documentary and I did some reading on Joan of Arc and I got into that energy and I went to Sedona and I got a stone and I would grab it every time I was afraid. Every time I was feeling doubt, I would just grab it and I would tap into it. And this time I found this little ring whenever I was walking on the side of the road. It's a little heart with green, some little green sparkles. It's a little kid ring. But I was like, oh, green for money. The heart is for love. This is my $1 million Grammy ring. So I put it on my pinky and I just touch it. I just grab. Sometimes I turn it backwards or I can feel it on the inside and I ground back in that certainty. So find something that you can tap into, that you can ground, that you can anchor, and then find an affirmation to really solidify it. So this is how we integrate and embody new mantras or new beliefs. And this is actually how you manifest, guys. Like this is the law of attraction. It's when you're in the certainty, when you're in the belief, even when you have a lack of faith and doubt and fear and scarcity, even though. So it's a dance. I do not believe it's one or the other. I believe that you can have the negative thoughts as long as you know how to reframe them, because your mind just produces negative thoughts. You can't change that, man. Like you can change it once you hear it, once you see it, but you can't stop it from coming out. Those boogers, like those thoughts, they like some farts just coming from your brain. It's like, boop, 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 boop. Just thoughts. It actually means nothing unless you believe it means that it's something true about you. They're harmless. They're just thoughts. It's like the breath comes and goes. The thoughts come and go, just how it is. So ground in certainty. Listen, if this is helpful, be sure and share it with friends, with colleagues, with other coaches and business owners, and leave us a review. Let us know that you're enjoying it. Send me an email and say, oh my God, I love the Certainty Podcast. I'm practicing it right now. I'm doing all of the C's. I'm choosing, I'm committing, I'm cultivating, I'm continuing. I'm surrounding myself by an amazing community. And I have cut away whatever is not certain, whatever is not in alignment with my belief and what I want. I've cut those thoughts away. All right. Until next week, have a good one.
Thanks for listening to this episode of More Than Mindset.